Hello, everybody. And we're back.
What's up, y'all? That's why I'm dancing
And
because we back.
and we're back.
We're back and bigger than ever. We gotta gotta find an intro where we do some like a cheesy song, and it goes back, power hour. No,
No, don't
can't do that.
don't ever do that.
But
Don't do that. That's
it's
not a good
ridiculous.
idea.
What's up, y'all?
Hello, everybody.
I
Welcome
feel like
back.
I feel like we ain't been on in forever.
I
Because
mean, it's been a minute.
because we haven't. It's been at least since May.
Yeah,
At
something like
least it's May. Hey y'all, we are back in the flesh.
that. Hello, everybody.
Oh, it's gonna be a weird year, people.
Yeah,
Uh,
you
yeah.
know why? You know why it's gonna be a weird year, partially, Hemi?
Why?
Because you're gonna be doing this by yourself after a
No,
while.
I didn't already told you. Your contract goes until the end of the year with Power Hour.
I
Everything
hope
else
my money goes to the end of the year too.
ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
You better talk to the powers that be about
So
Power Hour.
so as Tia is alluding to, people, I'll let you tell it. Whatever. Say what you got to say. I don't care.
He
Okay.
cares. So, welcome back, first of all, everybody, to our first Power Hour of the academic year.
Of 2023 and 2024.
I hope everybody had a good time over the summer. I hope y'all didn't miss us too much. Actually, I do. I'm not going to lie. I do hope you missed us because then that means that you have come to us
Mm-hmm.
and you were ready to rock with us. So, yeah. So, one of the things that I would like to share is that my time on Power Hour is now limited. If you have not seen the campus newsletter, my last day here at Cornell is September 29th. So yeah, and Hemi's not ready to let me go, but
Whatever. I don't think she understands. Like, she's still doing Power Hour, people. I don't care what she talking about.
listen,
Talking about, I got a
my
meeting.
schedule.
Care about your meeting?
Hey, I gotta mind the business that pays me at that point.
I care about none of that. Whatever. You better mind the business that's here. Jive. You jive time turkey.
Hmm. So yeah, that's a thing. So I am leaving as associate director as of September 29th. Y'all will still see me around. I'm still in town. I'm still here until the kiddo graduates, the youngest one. So, but yeah.
I guess we'll deal with that when we get there. But welcome back. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Tia's talking about she's leaving. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Whatever. So it's gonna be a year, y'all. A lot of transitioning in the office, a lot of transitioning on campus.
Must be about to make me sing my Tracy Chapman. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. No,
Listen,
that's not directed toward anybody or Cornell or anything like that.
that's a lie. I think she's throwing shade, people.
Actually, I'm just leaving Hemi. Y'all see how he treats me. I'm not putting up with this anymore.
Shade, people. She throwing shade.
I'm not putting up with this no more. I'm not putting up with this ridiculousness anymore. He doesn't love me like he says he does.
Lies. Because I don't love you. I'm thinking this one out. But no. But of course, y'all, like, all jokes aside, it's gonna be tough not to have Tia in the office for several reasons. The work that we've done as colleagues, as friends, and all that. And so, it's and even with the show, with Power Hour, we've the connections we've made with the show.
Absolutely.
The information we've been able to put out to give to you all. So it's gonna be a year, y'all. We're gonna figure this out. we're gonna find a way to keep the thing going.
And I've enjoyed my time here at Cornell. I've enjoyed the community. I've absolutely enjoyed my students. I've enjoyed the time. So, yeah.
So that being said, hey Tia, what we talking about?
We talking about welcome back. We done already started talking about what we talking about.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Guess who's back? Back again. But
that is not the direction. But yeah, y'all. So so welcome back, show. Welcome back from the summer. For those of you who are in education, for those of you who are not in education, welcome back to Thursday. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome to our new students.
Come on.
Come on. Our new class of EOTO and ISO.
Can we talk about our new students real quick?
Sure.
Listen, y'all. These jokers are solid, man. We say this every year and we mean it, but we do. We got a good group of young people this year. Per use, especially with our international students. Man, these kids are from everywhere. Listen, I don't think we have, correct me if I'm wrong, T, I don't think we have more than 2 students from a single country in terms of this incoming class. Yeah, I don't think we have more than 2 from one single country.
Nope. And we got a lot of countries represented. Uzbekistan, Nepal, Nigeria, Ethiopia, China.
Japan. You said Japan already? Did you say Pakistan? No, Bangladesh.
Thailand.
Come
on. Who am I missing?
A lot. I'm not even finna try.
I know. I forgive me, y'all, that I didn't, name. I don't want nobody coming in here at lunch today fussing at us or tomorrow fussing because
you didn't say it, but we got a good group of young people from all over. EOT on ISO went well. It was fun, it was good to see them.
And it still continues to be fun.
It is, right? It was good to see them disconnect. And so earlier I was talking about what's your favorite thing about EOT and ISO, and no one's ever really asked me that, and I've never really thought about it. But as I think about it, it's not just for me. I can't speak for Tia, but for me, it's not just one event, right? There's we do this. Is this the maturation of how they connect, and like from day 1 to day 4, it's like you see them day 1. You know how it is with freshmen. Hey.
Well, I'm here now.
I'm like, hi, my name's Hemi. Where you from? And day 4 is like they walking in. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, listen. We going down to you say hi? Okay, that's what
know what I love, and not to say I love this the most, but I really love after EOTO and ISO and after school started, and then folks come up to us and like, oh my gosh, I've got something to share with you, and I've got this to share with you, and it's hilarious. But it's also nice to see like new friends that they bring into the fold.
Right.
And so new friends that they drag with them to ICL, over to Stoner House and those kinds of things. It's really cool to see that. And so because it's cool already to see like the groups that they form and them just kind of gathering and moving around together. But then it's really cool to see when they've snatched somebody else into the group. So now you got the whole group plus 1, 2, or 3.
I mean, it happened yesterday. I walk in and I see the group, and I'm looking at this new person like, have I met this person? Well, you look familiar. And then, but no, these was, I can't.
Or bringing their roommates in, or
the young lady that was in here yesterday, was they somebody roommate or was just their friend?
I don't know.
All I know, it was a new youngin, and I'm like, come on through. And so I would agree with that.
Actually, I gave him a ride in my car because I ran to get lunch real quick.
You did say that.
And it was the whole crew of them. I was like, hey, where y'all going? They were like, yeah, we're going to Stoner House. I was like, well, me too. So if you want to come, hop in the car.
So you had some random students in the car. You driving like, hey, man, what's your name? Do I know you?
I ain't even asked no name. Hop in the car. Come on, y'all. I just
Right.
knew it was the whole crew. That's all I knew. 2 of them opted to walk. But I was like, hey, listen, just throw the stuff in the back seat because this is all Stoner House stuff anyway.
Right.
so that was really cool. And then I was like, I didn't even ask this child's name. I just told him to get in the car. I didn't tell them to get in the car. They opted to get in the car. I offered for them to ride along. Right. But it was also a student that I met during new student, not necessarily met, but during new student move-in. Mm-hmm. And I remember giving that student instructions of where to go. So yeah, so that's just really cool. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed meeting new kids or meeting new young people and just getting to know them and all their different personalities and all their coolness. And you know what? This year has been really interesting. I've met some of our EOTO kids and ISO kids. So we had the kickoff cookout. Mm-hmm. If you missed it, you missed it. Ain't no more mac and cheese. I even made peach cobbler this year, y'all.
Yo, listen. Babe, what Bethany say? Baby. Baby.
I even made peach cobbler this year. I made vegan mac and cheese, but somebody told everybody to eat it up.
Ain't that? Listen, no, we're not gonna start this again.
Oh, I'm bitter about my mac and cheese. I made vegan mac and cheese, y'all. It was actually really good because I used a vegan smoked Gouda.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question, people.
And I didn't get I got a noodle, y'all, and it was a peaceable noodle.
So I'm outside cooking like her, right? Or she's upstairs. I'm outside. I'm on the grill. I come in the house, and the vegan mac and cheese is on the table that the food is being served. My assumption, it's ready to be eaten. It's not in the kitchen. It wasn't in the bathroom. It was on the serving.
In the bathroom.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Had you set it in the bathroom, hey, don't touch it. She hiding it for somebody. Or had I got a text message, hey, player, listen, it's on the table. However,
he knew, y'all, it was for the vegan people and the lactose intolerant.
And I made the announcement. I said, hey, she got vegan here, and then it's coming downstairs with the regular. So if you vegan, you can have this, but then the regular's coming down. See,
the kids told me something else, so you should highlight.
What they say?
They said Hemi said since the vegan mac and cheese is already out, so like something along the lines of since the vegan mac and cheese is already out, y'all might as well just eat it. And I was like,
the vegan is ready to go. It's ready to eat.
The way they made it was like, it's here, so y'all just, I don't care, have at it. I'm
like, if you didn't, I'm gonna stand on it. I don't care if you didn't want me to give it to these kids. Leave it in. You know how it is. Your mama got the special juice that she don't want nobody to eat.
See, so those of y'all know with family meals, we put the food out so we can get it out the way as it's ready. But y'all know, don't touch the stuff until it's ready.
Until somebody tell you to come eat.
It's all good. But you know what? I guess whoever the students who were vegan or lactose intolerant, I don't know if they just weren't there or they got whatever they were going to get. Because all of that mac and cheese is gone.
Gone. Listen.
It's gone. Peach cobbler is gone. Except Shelton threw away my peach cobbler.
How he thought?
Because it was trash day. And I respect it. He's just like, it's in a container. It's got to go. But I was like, yeah, I was going to eat that this morning.
I see. You got to see.
So I didn't even get none of the peach. I didn't get nothing that I cooked, y'all.
Y'all, this is why communication matters.
I didn't get nothing that I cooked. But it's okay. Honestly, I wasn't even that hungry. But it was good. And so it was really nice to anyways, what I was getting at was where some of our students brought some other friends along, right? Mm-hmm. I don't even know these kids. I know that yesterday I'm already getting hugs from people that I've said hi to twice, and I love it. I dig it. It makes me happy. Like, they're coming to me to give me hugs. So that made me feel really awesome. So I'm like, okay, I see y'all, students. But yeah, so just coming into the year has been really great. The summer, how was your summer, Hemi?
It was a summer. It
You know
was.
what? I second that response.
It was no. My summer was good. It was a lot of traveling in there. A lot of some for work, some for pleasure. Went to a family reunion. Got to go out on the West Coast for some recruiting, some homework. Lot of homework. But no, it was a good summer. I think it was for me. It was a summer of reflection, right? Kind of thinking about honestly, thinking about how the office is going to move. How we're going to move forward with you leaving, and then just in general, like what do we need to do as an office to really take that next step, right? What do we need as an institution in terms of DEI? What we need as the next step, and then even personally, Hemi, what do you need to do to get to that next step of whatever that step is, right? And so it was a good summer. It went by fast, and I know we say that all the time. Oh, this summer went by fast. No, this summer for real, it felt like graduation was yesterday, and we here ready to start. I was like, wait a minute, wasn't graduation just 2 weeks ago? Then I said, at one point it was like mid-July. I was like, wait a minute. I feel like graduation was last week. Nah, bro. We halfway through the summer. You better start getting ready to go. So it was a summer. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It was a summer. A lot of I think personal self-reflection in terms of, I said, personally and even professionally, like, what are things going to look like moving forward on campus, and just even for me. So yeah, it was solid. Well, how was your summer? I know you ain't talking much about yours. How was your summer? What you do?
A lot. I did a lot. That's
She
all
said.
I got. It was a summer. It was very busy. There are a lot of changes going on, especially as I now have a college student, y'all.
Yo, listen, y'all.
I have a college student.
Y'all, I don't think. Listen, Tia, I don't think they understand what that means. Not just for the significance of having a college student. Congratulations to you and to Sel.
Thank you.
But I met this human when they was like
7th grade, actually.
What? So that's 13? No, 14.
13.
Met this human as a child, y'all. Full-blown child. Now this child is a young adult. It's crazy.
A whole grown-up that's signing their own documents and all things, and
because they're 18, right? Oh yeah, according to the laws and them, they grown. You can't tell them.
Oh, we went to a doctor's appointment. I was like, yeah, I can't sign this for you, honey. Sorry.
I can't go in there.
You have to fill out this paperwork for yourself.
Can't do nothing about it.
So, but it's been nice just kind of walking through that guidance of, now this is what it means. Like, this is what I can help with, and this is what you need to work on in terms of your independence and I won't even just say independence, but self-sufficiency, those things. And I have finally reached the reality of, all the things that I say, when my kids start college, this is what I want it to look like. Like, I don't want my kids to have to work while they're in school. In as much as, like, if they want some pocket money or something, and that was the goal of mine, because I didn't have to work while I was in school. But I chose to, because I also had an apartment and blah, blah, blah. But it's also, I wanted my own money to be able to do my own thing. And I want them to do that, but I also want them to focus on their academics. So I was blessed enough I didn't have to have a job, but I could focus on and I was able to focus on my academics where I did focus on my academics. But I want that for my children. I don't want them to have to work while they're in school. Now, when you're out of school, you get grown. But right. So now walking through those things. But yeah, I got a whole, so it's funny too with this particular class of our incoming students. Like, yeah, this is funny because now my oldest child is the same age as my freshman students. This is crazy. I even found my child's I won't say twin, but definitely a kindred person. Oh my gosh, they act so much alike. 7.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah.
I need to make sure y'all connect because y'all like the same music. That y'all are. Mm-hmm. But no, so just a lot of changes. I have like set up a college tour for the youngest one, so we're going on a college road trip tour soon. So just preparing everybody for that and doing all of those things. And so my summer has been a summer. A lot of changes, a lot of something. You looking at something that ain't got nothing to do with this show.
I'm looking at your face. That's what I'm looking at.
What you want to do that for? But no, so it was a summer. Ooh. My mommy and my niece visited.
Yeah. Listen.
So that was also a change, just the whole high school graduation situation. Oh my gosh.
Tia, exactly how you explain your mama and your niece, the voices, spot on, people. Spot on. You know, sometimes like, oh, my niece said that. And then I'm like, oh no, she sounds just like that for real. She does that for real. That's not her just exaggerating and try to make it funnier than that's
like, actually, I'm sure that I like diminish the impact of what is being said and done.
It's spot on. You hear me?
And now I have to say that was absolutely a really awesome highlight of my summer, in hanging out with them and having my mom over, having my niece over, and we watched movies and we took walks. We had our daily walks. I have this cute little video, and she's like, "We're going on a walk. We're going on a walk." I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's probably exactly how she sounded, and exactly what there's no exaggeration, people.
Yeah, I like. She had a song for every time we moved around. So, okay, I got to give you her song. Is we're walking through the city. We're walking through the city. We're walking through the city as far as we can go.
As far as we
can go. As far as we can go. We're walking through the city. Like,
in her own world. Yes. I tell you, man, this little girl been here before.
Yeah, or if we're driving, then we're driving through the city and she's singing the song.
She's been here before.
And every day without fail, when we're walking
through the city,
she's singing her song. If we're driving, she's singing her song. And it was so amazing to have them. They were here for like a week and a half. And that was really awesome. And then one of the things that when I did get a new job, and I told Grace about it, and she's like, okay. And so I was like, well, then that means, TT has more money. And she goes, so does that mean you can buy me a red jewel?
Absolutely not.
Actually, of course. Why would I not? Excuse me? That means that TT can buy you a red jewel. So you know what we did? We went to a little shop because I have jewels, but I was like, I don't have the red jewel that she wants.
No, she wants the red one.
So she did go through my tumbled stone collection, and I let her pick out some. I don't know if she gave them to everybody, but I let her pick out one for her mom, one for her dad, one for her cousins, all those things. But we went to the shop, and she picked out her red jewel. She got a little greedy too, because she snuck some stuff in my cart, and it wasn't cheap stuff either. It was like this big old quartz crystal.
And you bought it too, didn't you?
Here's the thing. They had started putting stuff on the counter, and I wasn't with them. I was looking at something. Next thing I know, all my stuff is rung up. And I was like, wait, I wasn't ready, because I needed to go through and check everything. But they were already just on top of it. I said, you know what?
It's too late. They hustled you.
I got hustled. Because I was like, why was that so expensive? That shouldn't have been that expensive. And then there was some jewel crystal in there that was like $20-$30. Excuse me. So
so you had an eventful summer.
I did. So, but that was dope. So that was dope. I walked around. And we hung out. We played on the water slide, and she played bat for the first time. Badminton.
I was like,
She calls it bat.
I was like, oh, bat.
She
What's
calls
bat?
badminton bat. So we
Like BAT bat.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we played badminton. We kicked it. She got her red jewel, even though it got left in my house. And so I did a lot of shifting and moving and traveling this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I did get to connect with some friends that either I have not gotten to connect with in person or have not connected with in person in a whole lot of years. And so that was really nice, but just a lot of change and transition, like you mentioned. So it was a summer, and now we're here with more transition.
I think as we move into the year, this school year and kind of get going for the year, I think I would say this school year is probably the first year at post COVID that has probably been the most quote unquote normal, right? In terms of how we're living. I think last year we were somewhat no, and of course we're not going back to our old normal, back to I would not necessarily back to, but this is probably the most quote unquote normal.
Some things we need to go back to some old normal.
Well, I mean, that's a different show.
Yeah,
Might be a different show, but and so I think I'm interested to see how this year plays out, this school year, right? I'm interested to see how students interact with one another. Some of the conversations I've had with some of the students is kind of somewhat refreshing. Just like, okay, it seemed like they're really seeing things big picture. Excuse me, and a lot of these are coming from some of our young folks, and so I'm excited to see how this year plays out, right? I'm excited to see how how students interact and function with one another, because it's been different, man, especially for folks who work in education, folks, whether it's higher ed, whether it's K-12, whether it's private, public, whatever, right? It has been different, especially for those of us who've been in it for some years, right? It's been different. So I feel like this year has been the most, for lack of a better word, normal start, normal-ish beginning to the year. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. Even with all the different crazy laws that's being passed, and the way politically where we're at, socially where we're at, it seems like I said, this is the most normal. So I'm like, let's see how this shake out, because it's gonna be really good or gonna be really bad. I'm hoping really good. I'm my fingers are crossed for really good, or at least somewhere in between, somewhere right that gray area.
Well, and one of the things that I mentioned is that I'm excited about is that with me leaving, and I'll still be here, I'll still be around. He be gonna call me up one day. What you doing? You ain't doing nothing. Coming to the office.
She got nothing going on. Tia be acting like, oh, I'm so busy. No, you're not. Sit down. Shut up. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing over there but cleaning up. Sit down. You can do that. You can do that tomorrow.
See, you know what? I'm not. Everybody else that will be watching this is gonna give you the same look, because they know good and well how busy I get.
Would your hawk say? Those are the best friends you got. Oh, almost cursed. Almost cursed. Almost cursed. Boy, I had to catch myself.
He don't know how to act. That's the other thing that changed, y'all. He got even more off the chain. Do you hear me? This is a
family show.
This man has been tripping anyways. But no, I do, because we do get very busy here. We get very caught up in a lot of things. And so a lot of the times is I need to go home. I need to rest. Mm-hmm. I need to relax. I need to cook dinner. I got to do all these things. But because I will be remote, I get to be much more involved than I had been in the past, because I'm home, so I can get dinner done, and then I can come and so I will get to engage with our students in a different way. and I won't necessarily say in a more meaningful way. I will not pretend that I didn't have the impact that I did on my students, and vice versa, and not even necessarily just the students. I'm very well aware, and I hope that doesn't sound cocky or overconfident or anything like that. I'm very well aware of what that presence and that impact has held, as well as what it has been for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I now get to be there in a different way, in a different meaningful way,
Mm-hmm.
in that if there's an evening event, I can make that evening event without, oh my gosh, I'm so tired and I don't feel well enough to come back
Mm-hmm.
out. It's like I've been on campus all day and I got to go home and then come back out here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love it, but y'all know me. I got my boundaries.
She act like she lived far. She lived about 3.5 steps away from campus.
Listen, once I'm home, I'm home.
I'm home.
That's why I don't go home during lunch.
She be like, it's so far away.
It is.
It's two.
At that point,
it's 2.5, maybe 3 steps.
He says that he ain't finna walk to my house.
Oh no, for what?
Exactly. See? See, he ain't finna walk to my house. It ain't no 2-3 steps.
I ain't finna walk. You gotta walk up that hill and then come back. No, I'm good, cuz. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know what? See, you see this? You see this madness?
I'll see you tomorrow.
You
at home. See you tomorrow.
You see this madness. But it's also about place and space, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been, even when I lived much closer to campus,
mm-hmm.
I was across the street. I'm not going over there, because it's about place and space. I've been here all day and I haven't spent as much time at home where I'm ready to relax. I need to be there with my family. Y'all know me and my boundaries.
I think that's the, as you talking, right, that's the one thing that I'm excited to see. You talk about boundaries and talk about place and space, how we as a campus navigate those things, right? How do we navigate creating a space for people? How do we navigate being just being as a community, right? This is why. See y'all, see how she do me?
FYI, a student just walked in.
I know. This is why I come in here.
I like it out here.
This is why I come in here. So you be like, so I don't get this. This is why I come. This is why I come in here. So I don't get that. But creating that space, right, of boundaries on how you want folks to treat you, or how you're planning on treating other people, on how creating that space of comfort, and I think we are, and I think we're doing a decent job at that as an office. But I just want to do a great job at creating a space of comfort for people. Earlier, I was talking about EOTO and ISO, and excuse me, and talk about how do you making folks feel at home, creating a space of community and belonging and all these different things, right? And so I think part of that is just I'm excited. I want to see how that plays out over this next year. As I said, when I say this, it's been different. Going back to more of a quote unquote normal, that was honestly, that was part of the reason why it was okay for me to be at the school that I graduated from, because it was very similar to Cornell. I found a space where I can just be, right? I can just be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna wear my Air Force Ones and my tall tees and my big old throwback jersey to class. Why? Because I can. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing. I thought listen, y'all can tell me I wasn't killing the game in my Magic Johnson 1992 All-Star NBA All-Star jersey. Listen, that jersey's down to my kneecaps. And some of y'all know me, I ain't that tall. So that was a tall. Listen, That jersey was down in my kneecaps. I had my fresh Air Force Ones. But that the school created that space for us, right? And so I'm excited to really dive into that. And I think we've always tried to do that. We've always done that. But I feel like this year, we're getting so far removed from restrictions of COVID and even the decade of 2020, right? The stuff that was going on there, we're starting to get removed from it a little bit to where we're getting away from the nonsense of it. Folks,
even though there is a COVID uptick right now, y'all, so be mindful.
Yeah,
it's also we getting close to flu season. What even is that?
Oh, it's my tea bag.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, one is chocolate mint. I can't wait to use this.
Where'd you get those from?
I don't remember. It's been sitting on my desk for a little while. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't remember. But I'm gonna mess that up when I get a chance. Chocolate mint. Oh, I'm gonna give it. It's about to happen.
Yeah, he tried to jack me for my tea. I tried to let him taste some.
I did. She said, "Ooh, taste this. This is delicious. I want to keep it."
Yeah, no.
That's how that works.
I'll make you some though.
Now I want yours though. That's petty him coming out for no reason. Ooh, I'll make your own batch. Now I want yours.
Yeah, no.
Why you want mine? Because I ain't no good.
No. But
just like as we create that space, right? We've gotten away from, and don't get me wrong, as Tia said, there's still there's COVID uptick and all that and things going on, and if you look at our social climate, it's still like, oh gosh, what is wrong with these people? But we're starting to find that new normal that we've talked about. Starting to find that new space of
good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah, the good, bad, and the very ugly.
Good, bad, and ugly, y'all.
Very ugly. And we got some, I think, and I think some of the programming that we got coming up this year is going to help with that as well. So some of the new things that we're going to try, not even just within the office, but within the institution, that we're hoping to see how that works. So folks feel completely comfortable being here.
Look, listen, we already got a student that came in here and took a good long nap.
No.
We're working, talking. She is done.
Come on, shoes was up. Y'all, listen. Y'all ever walk in whether it's like your auntie, your mama, somebody that's like some older lady, they come in and they on the couch, they shoes off, they on the couch. I mean, slumped over. We could have had a bass drum. Boo, boo, boo. Wouldn't move.
I don't know about that, but
Tia, we was loud as all get out.
We were talking.
That little girl didn't do this or nothing. She was.
But I love that she was that comfortable here. Yep. And already. That's a huge testament. That's really awesome.
And what's crazy about that, right? And I think this speaks to, as Tia says, a testament to some of the things that we've done and to the students. Like when she woke up, some people wake up and they're like, oh man, my bad. She kind of woke up like, oh, I was asleep. I was tired, man. Like, I'll do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Hemi took a picture of her.
I didn't. I'm not gonna do nothing with it. I just always take a picture.
I know, but still, I was like, "You ain't right." But I'm not gonna lie.
Don't you fall asleep around me?
I would have done the same thing. I did the same thing to Henry.
I mean, so it may or may not find its way at some point on the blooper reel. On somebody's blooper reel. But as you said, T, that's what we're trying to create, that students feel that comfortable once again where they can just be. She come in, and you know how vulnerable it is. You have to be just to fall asleep around, especially people you've known for less than a month. And then woke up like, I'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see y'all later. Walked out. Love it. So Tia, so what what's some of the things we got planned this year? What is our theme this year? Oh, I do. I got it written on the board. Never mind.
What's the theme?
Reimagining community. Come on, cuz. I'm gonna say it again. Reimagining community. I got it again. So I think, as I said, our theme is reimagining community. What does that look like? Reimagining how to build it, reimagining how to live in it, how to cultivate it, how to talk about it. Just community. I don't want to speak for Tia, but I can say, and not necessarily here at Cornell, but just in general as a society, we've lost that sense of community. Then we've lost that sense of each, no pun intended, each one teach one, right? We've lost that as a society, and I would like to, and I want to make sure we reimagine and what that looks like, and go for that, because it's not having a community sucks, man. If I'm being honest, not having a support when you're going through something difficult, not even have support when you do something dope. Hey, I graduated college and you got nobody to celebrate with. That's hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Tia, I bought a new car. And you looking at me like, sir?
He even took me to go get my new ride.
Listen, that car pretty. It's pretty. I was like, let me drive it, cuz you don't even need that. Pretty. Don't get me wrong. That trip was a little.
It was a trip.
It was a trip.
Now, but it was a trip, and it was trips that were already like kind of sort of planned. Kind of sort of. I lost my purse. Oh my gosh, that was a whole thing. That was an adventure, y'all. We had a whole adventure.
No. It's not even that you lost, because it's one thing to lose it. We thought somebody came in and got it for it.
Because it was hectic getting there. Mm-hmm. It was so hectic getting there. Neither one of us remember what happened once we got to the dealership.
We sitting there like, wait a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. Did I lock the car?
We're like, but it was right there. I didn't take it out. Hemi, did you lock the car? I don't think you locked, which is crazy because we're always on top of those things. None of that was the case.
None of that.
At all. And I have recovered my purse, y'all.
Thank God. I have recovered. It was so wild. Like I said, it was so wild bad. And so we talk about community, bring it back to that, right? Like, we were able, obviously, she was able to find the keys and all that stuff, find a purse. But imagine if she had to do that by herself, right? Drove out there by herself. Now somebody took your wallet. So now by wallet, people, I mean everything. Gone. Now you sitting here, phone and some keys, like what? What do I do?
I didn't even care about that part. I cared about my travel coin and my travel prayer from my grandmother. That part I cared about. Mm-hmm. The rest of the stuff is replaceable.
Replaceable, right? And even
it's not cool, but it's replaceable, right?
Have you ever had to replace a debit card? You know how annoying that is. Replace it.
I was able to listen. So I was able to lock up, and I did most of my stuff, if not all of it. I locked up right then.
Immediately.
I can go into my apps, lock it up, or go onto the website, lock it up, call people, lock it up. Done. Now I was more worried about my ID, which
that's what I was worried about. Like, man, hope nobody try to steal her identity. I mean, I don't know.
Good luck with that. I hope you look real close to what I look like.
So I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but go ahead. Maybe you can help me out. Look, you can help me out.
If you want to take on this newly received car loan,
yours.
Have at it.
You got it.
Let me know how that goes, player.
Right, come on, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, as I said, just going through stuff like that, right? And not having a community to lean on, right? Or so as I'm keeping going back to EOT on ISO, those young people not having people to lean on. Like, they early on they've already had some good discussions in class. So I come in, they all in here talking about it. Oh, Hemi, guess what? Oh Lord, what happened? Right. And so,
oh my gosh, I got back from vacation. I'm like, already? First of all, okay.
Listen. And I love that. Because that they have a community that they can turn to. And so
I love that they were like, Tia, we can't wait to tell you. And I'm like, okay, like it wasn't enough for Hemi to tell me. Listen, they have to tell me.
They didn't even want me to say that. They're like, no, can we tell her? I was like, sure. I said, you know what? I like that idea. It's gonna come better from y'all. And so we got some good stuff going. We got our normal. We had our kickoff cookout last Friday, which went really well. Other than the fact that Tia yelled at me about the mac and cheese, whatever.
I did.
Whatever.
I was bitter about my mac and cheese for a minute.
Oh, she was hot though. She was mad.
That mac and cheese. See, Hemi, you didn't taste it, and for vegan mac and cheese too.
Yeah. Tia, I didn't get them. I set it down and went back out. It was
to me, it was better or just as good as everybody says the other mac and cheese is. It was good. It was good.
Listen, it was hot when I was on that grill. You tell me, you hear me? I'm good. President Brand come out. Shout out to Jonathan.
I know, and I missed everybody. I saw that people were out, but I was bringing hot mac and cheese down and trying to get to the others. And so by the time I came back down, everybody was gone.
Brother, when I said that brother came over, he said, "Hey, you okay?" I'm good. I ain't that hot.
The press eat.
He didn't. He you know, man, President Brand, he came down and he got 10,000. He's getting pulled in 400,000.
I love that he comes through. Like I love that he comes thugh. I'm happy to know that he came through.
And it doesn't. And once again, let's go back to community, right? And it doesn't feel like he's just coming through just to show his face,
right?
You know what I mean? I really felt like he came through because he was, I know I can only be here for a short period of time, but like I want to come and be out here with y'all. Same thing. Same with my work twin Mark.
I saw Mark out there and I was like, dang it, I don't get to go say hi right now.
Listen, you know how Mark be, boy. Mark be.
Now you see me, now you don't.
No, you don't. I go. And he's another one where, he's busy and he's moving. He could only come for a short time. But him coming out is a genuine, I want to come make sure I'm here, support y'all. And then I got to go build another house. Like, when you start building houses, bro? And listen, let me tell you something. Mark could build a house in 28 minutes. And it'll be a solid house.
He ain't finna build no house.
You said what?
He ain't finna build no house.
You right, because he built an apartment building. That's what he out here doing. But no, and shout out to everyone who showed up. Dan showed up. A plethora of students. Just a lot of people.
Marcy got her peach cobbler and her mac and cheese.
Come on, listen. I don't think Dan would have been able to come home.
No, I don't think so. I had to make it a point to say, and I'm sure he already had this covered, but I'm like, did you make sure to get Marcy?
Oh, he was like.
But then I was like, but did you get her some peach cobbler? And he wasn't sure. I was like, nope, I think you should get her some peach cobbler.
Yeah. No, he was.
And Marcy didn't think she was going to make it in time. I was like, oh, honey, no, we were here. We don't never just end it like this time. We were here for a while. So Marcy would have loved to have been here, but she had things to do.
Right. So we had the cookout. Like I said, EOTO, and then after that, our next one is our open house, our annual open house during the homecoming, which is not as robust from a food standpoint as
I ain't cooking nothing. Don't ask me
for the kickoff, cookout. But we do have some snacks and stuff, and usually we'll have alums come in. We'll have some students come in, just kind of come hang out and connect, and just kind of see how things are going. And after that, man, we got IEW,
International Education Week, Magical Night.
Oh, you said, Magical Night. Yeah, it's gonna be some stuff, you know, and it's really gonna be some stuff because I'm out here by myself, y'all.
But I am trying to do what I can to help us get.
I ain't got nobody to tell me he don't do that.
Cause he ain't finna do nothing.
No, you right. Like, are we supposed to do that? Oh, my bad.
Like, oh, I ain't finna do all that. So I am at least working to do what I can to get some of these programs prepared before I leave, so that it is a little easier to walk through, so that we do have continuity in just kind of the robustness of our programming. So I'm not just gonna leave y'all hanging high and dry.
And it's and all jokes aside, you know, as Tia, you know, transitions out of her role here, you know, I've seen over the past, I would say 18 months, I've seen a major uptick in just the engagement of some of our students. Like, and not just because we're asking them to do things, because like, no, they're like, yo, we want to do boom, 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 boom. They got all these ideas, which is great, you know. Whether they execute said ideas or not, just a sheer fact they're not waiting on T and I to say, hey, have y'all thought about this? Have you done this? Have you did this? They like, yo, we got this. And then sometimes no, you can't do that. Don't do that. Well, this is a good idea. And so I feel like, you know, there's going to be a lot more student involvement and student engagement.
Mm-hmm. I want to shout out all of the students who helped and who offered to help during the cookout.
Mm-hmm.
There were students that, once again, students I ain't even met yet. This is their first time. Hey, is there anything I can help with? And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, you know, and that's usually the case when we have faculty or staff or students come through offering to help. And I always love and appreciate that. That's family reunion type stuff, right? Like, that's family gathering kind of stuff. And I absolutely love it. But I had a lot of students that were like, hey, what do you need me to do? Even my youngest, even Shell, was fixing plates. He was scooping out the peach cobbler for folks so they didn't eat it all up. He made Auntie her plate. He hooked me up with some stuff. He helped me to cook. And normally he will help, but he's just here to hang out.
Right.
But a lot of folks pitched in to help set up stuff, do different things. And I always appreciate that. And so definitely shout out to those who engaged in that way even.
Right. And even like I said, you know, we had students who literally just came to hang out and put in the work. Hey, Smooth, I put the work. And that's family cookout. So how many times y'all didn't went to somebody's house, your auntie or your neighbor that you know, and you don't get there early. You know,
you get there early. You're doing some work.
You get put to work.
But it was, hey, what can I do? Hey, do you mind washing this out for me? Do you mind making the juice for me? Do you mind, like, okay, I got it done.
So salute to all those folks salute to everybody that came. Salute to everybody that helped. Salute to everyone and even folks that, you know, that, as I said, who was there for a short period of time. You know, shout out to you all. That's a community that we're reimagining, right? That's a community that we want to make sure that we continue to cultivate, because the only way we're gonna get through all this mess is with each other, right? Is supporting one another, checking one another when we need to check each other. Don't do that. Don't do that. Or do that. So we appreciate everyone who came through and did all the things that they did
and helped to kick off the new year.
So we're gonna still be here. We're gonna be here until Tia ain't. Let me tell you something. And then even when
I'm still here through the end of September, y'all. I'm not gone yet.
So we'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And of course, we ain't gonna decide what we're gonna talk about until Thursday morning. Let's see what we're talking about. And I'm gonna give her an idea. But like, I don't know what you want to talk about. And I'm saying, let's talk about that. She's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Or I'm gonna give him an idea. No, I don't want to do that one. Okay, so then what are we doing? I don't know.
Right. we didn't give out 62 ideas. Like, nah, I don't do that. I guess we talking about the grass. Have y'all had green grass? Anyway, all right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe, good people. Once again, welcome back. It's gonna be a great year. So be safe. We see y'all next Thursday.
Take care. Bye, y'all.